I'm freaking out because I feel like you're about to like change my life.
What's poppin', hookers? Me, I'm Stan Scooch. How we doing today? Nice. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a super smart guy. So smart, in fact, that as a child, no college would take me. I was too smart for my teachers, and they were just too dumb to teach me. I'm amazing. I'm just kidding. I'm dumb as fuck. I don't know if you can tell, but my parents used to shake me a little bit. Not too much, because I'm still here, but just enough to where I don't talk good.
You do, you want, you could do so, you want.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't know a lot, but what I do know is super important and oftentimes correct. And I can tell you this for a fact, this is some dumb shit.
Weather is only possible in a flat Earth.
Yeah, well, nothing's possible on a spinning ball. It just looks ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
That guy's name is David Wise. He's a huge proponent for the flat Earth movement. And yeah, he's a moron. He honestly believes that without a shadow of a doubt, the Earth is flat.
The globe is a shitty theory.
And sadly, he's not alone. There are hundreds and hundreds of dipshits just believing weird shit like that. Out of everything, that could be true, why that? Why the Earth being flat? Things that we can literally prove. Why is that what you're sticking with? It doesn't even make sense to me. You could literally pick any other conspiracy theory out there, and I'd be with you.
Legends of lizard people.
It had arms and legs like that of a man.
But this?
There's no curvature. 120,000 feet, 30,000 feet, it's nowhere to be seen. Where's the curve?
This is dumb. I guess the real question is, how do you talk somebody into your silly belief of the Earth being flat? It's almost like being a Jehovah's Witness. Like, I don't understand how people are joining them, but they still do somehow. It almost seems impossible. I think it has to be, you have to be confident. You have to believe it yourself. And somebody with enough confidence when speaking to people that don't know any better, and sometimes people that do know better, like they're able to sway them in any direction they want. I think that's actually the definition of a con artist, to instill confidence upon somebody so they do what you want them to do or something like that. Except I don't think that any of these guys are trying to deliberately con anybody or try to trick anybody or get anything from them. I think they legitimately believe this and they're just trying to spread the word. Or maybe not, I don't know why. I guess because they feel stupid unless they get other people to believe them. Why would we make up the Earth being round? Like, what would that do for us? But these guys believe the Earth is flat so strongly that it's not just a mental illness, but at this point, it's kind of become a religion.
So literally the verse in Revelation 20 says they went up upon the flat earth.
They walk around trying to tell people, the Earth is flat for absolutely no reason at all. It doesn't even make sense. These guys believe the Earth is flat so strongly that they actually made a movie about it. Actually, they made 3 movies. The first one's called Level. The second one is The Next Level. And the third one is Level with Me. Which is a much better name than the other two. Level with Me, that's something I can get behind. That's a good name. We're going to skip over the first 2 movies because they're, the same, and we're talking about the third one. I mean, we're going to skim over this third one pretty fast, and we're just going to kind of focus on the people in the movie because they're really what you want to see. Everybody knows what the movie's about. They think the Earth's flat. That's cool, but what about these people? What about the people that are in this movie? That's what you want to see. All right, first guy up to bat, his name is Tanner Stewart, or Flat Earth Millionaire. And I don't think he's a millionaire, but his name is Tanner, so he's definitely a prick, because that's a prick name. I mean, if your name is Tanner, put in the comments, prove to me you're not a prick. I bet you can't do it.
There's this idea that we live on a ball and it's spinning and we're traveling through space at unfathomable speeds, yet you can't measure it, you can't repeat it or observe it. There are no satellites in the vacuum of space. Satellites are satelloons. You're aliens. Let's say you're an outer space alien fanatic. What if I told you can have your aliens too? That they come from outer space, not upper space, but outer space.
Okay, Tanner, aliens, not up space, but sideways space and whatever, outer space. Fuck you even talking about, man. Oh yeah, flat Earth, that's what we're doing.
So how does it make you feel knowing that We've been enslaved and trapped on this plantation for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Now that we know there's more land, what do we do about it? It's all over the place. What do we do about it? We abolish the Antarctica Treaty and all those in favor.
He's just talking out his ass, repeating stuff other people told him, trying to tell me what I have and haven't done. I don't appreciate that prick. And I seems to think that showing all his cars and his money makes him credible for some reason, but it doesn't. Makes me really wonder if you're trying to compensate for something, like maybe, I don't know, a tiny dick. All right, so back to the movie. Both these other level movies have their own theme. In this third level movie, one of its themes is going to be the Challenger mission. If you don't know what the Challenger mission was, it was this group of astronauts and the first teacher into space, and they were going to launch off and go explore space or whatnot. And so what happened was it exploded, and they lost the lives of everybody in the spaceship. Well, they seem to think that it was all staged by the government, or they, the mysterious they, and these people are still out there alive, you know, under fake names or even the same names, doing things like teaching and whatnot, you know, and I don't know why the government would want to fake that, but
in the world of deception, it's really easy to say this person is that person, and there's a lot of that going on, muddying the waters. But 6 out of 7 have identical names. They work for universities, most of them.
There were no people in the Challenger. That was a hoax.
Honestly, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's crazy because people actually sat there and watched it happen. Not believing in this is just like not believing in 9/11 or something. Like, people were there. It happened, man.
The second someone sees it with their own eyes, they think it's real.
I think what they're trying to say is the government is trying to control us through, like, actors instead of real people, and making us think that terrible things are happening so that they can control us with our emotions or what. I don't know, man. Honestly, I fell asleep during this movie. It's really bad. Next up is our man David Wise. He got famous from his little fucking flat earth app or something. He made some money off of that. And what it does is it tracks the moon and the sun's position on the flat earth to let you know what time it is and where it is. I don't know, but it's stupid. And if I had $2.99 to spend on it, I fucking tear it up and burn it, because I'm never gonna fucking buy this app. That's a waste of money for anybody. But this guy's not only a tech genius, he's a glutton for punishment. He goes on this podcast with a guy named Professor Dave. Professor Dave's a fucking genius, and is just setting him up for failure, to be honest. He knows every talking point that old Flat Earth Dave's gonna give, because, you know, you can watch one video of his and know exactly what he's gonna talk about. And Professor Dave is just gonna destroy the guy.
Right, very large, massive objects are crushed into a sphere. That's why stars, planets, moons, everything pretty much is spheres. So you can now go ahead and do your like electric gravity bullshit, and then I'll explain to you why it's stupid. I'm gonna shine a spotlight directly into your eyes. Like, what are you talking about? Do you seriously not understand this stuff? A child can understand this stuff.
So when listen,
yeah,
stop being a dick. Okay,
you stop being a dick. Your entire existence is being a dick to all of science. So stop telling me to stop being a dick.
He must have come to the show like absolutely terrified, knowing that he doesn't know a damn thing. I mean, really, all these guys know is just regurgitated shit that some other idiot told them. Like the firmament. What is the firmament? What are they talking about? They have to keep talking about the mother firmament. Why?
There's a firmament above us.
No matter what you do, you can't go straight up in the air and keep going.
Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, the problem is you can't get past the firmament.
Who knows, maybe there is some kind of firmament, and we're underwater. We could be underwater. Maybe there's water above the firmament and then water down here.
So basically they believe there's just like a giant bubble that keeps all the space water from spilling in, and that's why come we can't shoot no rockets or even get out of this darn place. Oh shit, I almost forgot the wisdom of Mr. Thug Nasty.
Once you look at gravity and you try to prove that it's real, you'll discover there's no proof of it, and that there is only proof of density, buoyancy, and electrostatics.
That's right, Thug Nasty. He's a MMA fighter or something like that, and I guess all the concussions made him say stupid shit like this.
The International Space Station, that's a complete fraud. It's a complete hoax. I don't believe that all these astronauts are living up there and doing all this. They tell us that gravity was discovered by a guy named Isaac Newton. And by the time he was 23, he had discovered gravity, invented calculus, and trigonometry. Well, I'm telling you right now, none of that happened. If they wanted to launch a rocket from Little Rock, Arkansas, it wouldn't even make it to Texarkana. It's all made up.
Seriously though, like, this guy's fucking hilarious, and this is legitimately him. This is all him. It's not a character he's playing.
That could possibly be why the sky is blue, because behind it is the firmament which holds back water.
It's just him. I know what you're asking. How do I become like Mr. Nasty? Not by reading a book, that's for damn sure. Probably gonna have to slam your head against the wall a few times. Speaking of concussions, let's not forget about Eddie Bravo. He is a very famous MMA trainer, fighter guy, friends with Joe Rogan, I think, but he is a huge conspiracy nut.
International Space Station, brought to you by the same guys who faked 6 moon missions. Yeah, I believe that. You know, I don't know exactly how they're videotaping themselves. They could be on one of those zero-G planes and, you know, doing it all in there. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but I don't believe it at all. It looks like a bunch of green screen fuckery. I don't believe that at all. Satellites have been on balloons since the 50s. Gravity's just a theory and an excuse, really.
Of course, there's this guy. I don't know who he is or what he does. He's some kind of astrology expert or something, flat earth guy. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
The waters above in ancient astronomy, which was the same science as astrology, except one was more theological and one was more secular, they taught that this was called the crystalline sea. And in the book of Revelation, it speaks about the crystalline sea. It's the 9th heaven. The waters above, it's firm.
Last but not least, there's this guy. I don't know his name or what he's about. Only know 2 things. He needs a shirt, and he probably did way too much acid before this interview.
What I believe is that this is a plane and everything vibrates, and ultimately we have to become masters of vibration to work through the dimensions of this plane. This is the 3rd dimensional plane. So this physical, this is the physical plane. Now, if we close our eyes and we envision something, our brain doesn't know the difference between a thought and actual reality.
Nothing he says has anything to do with the flat earth. Like, he definitely should not even be in this movie.
Everything is as above, so below. Obviously, many people are becoming aware that there's a firmament above.
Oh, my bad, shit. He said firmament. He's in.
I feel that's the next wave of enlightenment, is now more and more people realizing as above, so below. And the only way we can get above or below is to go within and tune our frequency to that of which surpasses and passes through.
Man, the only thing I know at this point is all these guys are fan-fucking-tastic. I don't know what kind of parents produced such offspring, but well done, guys. Well done. Shit, I almost forgot. Aliens. We haven't gotten to aliens yet. So aliens, they're not from upper space. They're from sideways space, like we said at the beginning. So this is what they believe. They obviously believe the Earth is flat, but around it is Antarctica. Instead of Antarctica being at the bottom of the Earth, Antarctica is actually an ice wall all the way around the Earth, holding everything in like some kind of stagnant pond or something, right? And outside of that ice wall, where we're not allowed to go because they are keeping us away from it, is the rest of the world. Many more continents and lands, and that's where the aliens are from.
You can still have that concept, that idea, that belief, whatever you want to call it. You can still have that on flat Earth. You're not trapped in a snow globe.
I honestly do believe that the government is hiding more land.
There could be thousands of continents. There's definitely more than 7. I'll bet my life on it.
Relax. This is only a visual concept.
No, if there's more land out there, then why are we paying $1,500 a month to live?
Flat earthers are pretty much, they can be the gateway drug to other crazy conspiracies. Like, if you have a flat earth, you're constantly trying to explain why everything happens. And then you get into this snowball of these people are keeping us from this, and these people are keeping us from this, and all of a sudden, you know, every conspiracy theory out there is true and everybody's out to get us, all because, you know, some dude talked you into thinking the earth is flat. And that's legit. Like, that's exactly what happens. They get stuck in, well, how do I explain this? How do I explain that? Is it fairies? It's got to be the flat earth. That's what they do. Now, if you don't think some of these guys are dangerous, think about this teacher that let Flat Earth Dave teach his class.
In school, except for this class, they don't teach you how to think. They teach you what to think. They tell you all about history. 99% of it's false, maybe 100%.
What the actual fuck, guys? Like, how does he get away with that? Hopefully the teacher got fired. Honestly, when you start thinking that they are out to get you and that everything in the world is somehow this group of conspiracy people are conspiring together to hide everything from you, if you think about it, the people that it would take to hide all this would outdo the people you were hiding it from. Like, at some point, it's just you. Everybody's hiding it from you. And that's crazy. You know, and being mentally ill and all that, that's not necessarily like a bad thing. I mean, it's not great for you, but like, it's only bad if you think the earth is flat. That's a special kind of crazy that should get the hose every time they talk. But, you know, freedom of speech and all that. I really think these people should wear their flat earth shirts and everything so that we can identify them and keep them from reproducing and voting and stuff. I guess the moral of the story is, well, yeah, the earth's not flat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And always remember, don't hate each other. Hate yourself. Peace.
You're an accident. You have no purpose.